Hey guys,
Hey.
welcome back this week. Another live with us.
Yeah, week 3 of our movies with mothers, movies about
I think
mothers,
I put movies
any
with
movie with
moms.
mothers in it. So that's what we're watching this week. So we got in a few movies, not as many as we'd like, but we did get in 4, so we'll do those reviews for you. All right, so
Some pretty good ones.
yeah, the first one is Raising Helen from 2004.
What's her name? Lord, it's Goldie Hawn's daughter.
Keep going. See if you figure it out.
Yeah. So she's in it. Katie Hudson.
No.
Katie Hudson.
Kate Hudson.
Kate Hudson is in it.
John Corbett.
She is a sister. She's sister. She's got.
Joan Cusack is her sister.
She's one of 3, and they lose one of their sisters in an accident. And so the whole story is about her growing up because she was living the single life, and
her sister left their kids to her.
Yeah.
So she had to figure out how to be an adult and raise 3 kids.
So one of them was certainly the more mother figure and had multiple kids. So she knew what to do.
But the kids weren't left to her.
Yeah. And so they were both kind of baffled by that decision. So she learns how to navigate this new responsibility.
Yeah. So it's cute. I like Kate Hudson's role in this. I think she did a great job. But I like her as an actress anyway. I don't know why. I just do.
It's pretty funny. She goes through a lot of growth, and she runs into some interesting neighbors, and is he a teacher or the pastor of the Lutheran school? Yep.
So at one point she has the kids and pretend to be Lutheran, and they try to say all the right things, but they don't really know anything about it. So that was pretty funny.
And he picked up on that and just kind of gave her a hard time about it.
How would you not? She had no clue. She was just repeating everything he said and just ridiculous. But it was cute.
I think maybe one of my favorite characters is her neighbor in the apartment complex that she lives in.
Yeah.
Who has kids, and she helps be the mother figure in her life at the new place, and chases off all of the hoodlums that are occupying her apartment.
It's pretty funny. All right, so that one I probably give a 7.
Okay, I'll give it a 7.5. It's pretty funny.
It is. It's a good one. It's a repeat watch. I've watched it lots and lots of times.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a good one. All right, so that was Raising Helen from 2004. So we give it a 7 to a 7.5 out of 10. And then the next one is Mrs. Doubtfire from 1993. This one is a good old Robin Williams movie. He is hilarious in every movie he's in, but especially this one. He pretends to be a woman so that he can be close to his kids, because his wife is demanding a divorce because she thinks he makes no money and he's just a deadbeat. So she decides she wants to divorce him. She ends up interested in a different guy, and he wants to stay close to his kids. And so he pretends to be their nanny so that he can spend more time with the kids.
I think that is where all of the comedy lies. It is kind of a mask to the really tragic story of this family separating and just are not able to work things out. It's a reality. I think that's one of the genuine things of the movie, which is a nice touch to it. Even though it's kind of hard to watch, and you kind of see Sally Field as this villain.
Yeah, she kind of is the bad guy in this one.
when Robin Williams' character tries to make things years of wrongs right, I guess he was a little more immature than she could handle after so many years. She said it stopped being funny 14 or 15 years ago. So I guess that would have been helpful to communicate back then to try to fix things instead of
waiting
cut things off.
Yeah.
So that's a sad ending, sad sad beginning also, but
Funny all the way through.
Stuff in the middle is pretty funny.
So let's see. I'd probably give that one a 7.5 out of 10.
The same. It's hard for me to give that one a higher rating
Yeah.
because of that tragedy that's in there.
Yeah. So that was Mrs. Doubtfire from 1993. And then the next one was Dumplin' from 2018. This was recommended to us, but I can't remember who recommended it. But I had seen it once before. I didn't remember a whole lot about it, so it was kind of fun to watch it again. Did you finally get to finish it? Or
I think I made it through about 3/4 of it, and then I must have fallen asleep because I was doing other things.
So this one has Jennifer Aniston in it, and she is the Miss America type mother, and her daughter is not the Miss America type body figure, and so it's kind of a story of the daughter battling with that, her insecurities about her weight, that were all her own. Her friends didn't see her that way.
Yeah.
And the boy that liked her didn't see her that way, but she saw herself that way. So I guess that was the point of the movie, is that you usually perceive yourself in more of a negative light than those around you do. So
from what I saw, it seemed pretty interesting. I got the concept of the movie.
Yeah. And one of her friends tried out for it's not Miss America. It was whatever for their small town, but it was the pageant for their town.
Some kind of,
one of her friends, who was kind of the same body stature as her, ended up winning runner-up. So it wasn't even a pageant thing that that the main character could blame it on, because
didn't Dumplin' join the pageant as some kind of a mockery,
as a joke? Yeah,
as a joke. That's right.
But then she ended up finding out that it was really a lot of work to enter those pageants, and that they don't really care about you being skinny necessarily. They want to see talent, and they want to see knowledge, and they want to see hard work and
when it came
consistency.
When it came to the talent portion of the tryout, she didn't even put any effort into it,
and you could tell, and it embarrassed her. So she learned from that.
She tried to do magic. Yeah, she was doing magic,
but she had no idea what she was doing.
Yeah.
So, I thought it was a good movie. I mean, it's true that women perceive themselves more negatively than those around them do. So, I think it's a good movie to play as far as that goes.
Yeah.
To kind of show that, you don't need to look at yourself so negative.
Yeah, so I don't know. This wasn't more of a drama than a comedy, I think.
Yeah, it was. But there was some funny parts in it too. So what would you rate that one? That one's kind of hard for me to rate.
Maybe 6.5. It was okay.
Yeah, it wasn't as entertaining in the entertaining spectrum of it. It was more, you had to really follow and figure out where this was going to go.
I guess the story wasn't too compelling.
Yeah, I'd probably give it a 6. So that's Dumplin' from 2018. And then the very last one is Because I Said So from 2007. So this is a repeat watch movie for me. You want to talk about this one?
Yeah, this one's pretty silly. There's a mother and her 3 daughters are involved here. Young adult daughters. I don't believe any of them have kids, right?
2 are married, and then the third one is the one they're trying to hook up with people.
She's the one that has trouble finding somebody, right? And that's kind of her reputation. And then
finding somebody that's good, and would commit.
And her mom loves to play a big part in her life, perhaps maybe a bigger part than she is wanting. And so she set up a dating profile for her to try to get her set up with these guys.
And she interviewed the guys. The mother interviewed the guys. The girl knew nothing about it. And she narrowed it down to one guy. And this guy appeared handsome. He appeared put together. He was an architect, so he made good money. And so everything looked right. for him to be with the daughter. So she had them introduced, and they went out on a few dates. Well, in the process, while the mother was interviewing all these guys, the musician in the place caught on to what was going on and introduced himself to the daughter at another time. And she ended up falling for him too. So she was kind of
Put herself in a bind.
between these two guys. She ended up having things about the two guys that she liked, but the musician guy she had more in common with, and she could be herself more.
He was more down to earth.
Yeah. The architect was a little
more
stuffy.
respectful, more willing to compromise. And
yeah, the architect I thought was really stuck on himself. He would have irritated me.
He was.
So yeah, I didn't care for him too much.
They made those guys polar opposites.
Yeah. Well, and I think that was the intent.
Yeah.
So you could see that just because they're gorgeous and make a ton of money doesn't mean that they're necessarily the right one for you.
Yeah. And I thought the end was kind of cheesy, where the musician comes into her cooking class. She's in the middle of cooking class, so there's a group of a lot of senior citizens there, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I don't think I would barge in and interrupt a class. I might wait until later.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a Hollywood kind of scene, if you will.
Yeah. So I like this movie. I've watched it a lot of times. It's one that I like to choose and watch.
So yeah, the mom learns to let go, and the mom actually falls in love with the
dad of the guy that her daughter is seeing. So yeah. I probably give this one an 8.5. I enjoy it.
I'll give it a 7.5. Yeah.
All right. There you have it.
It's funny. It's pretty funny.
It is. It's good. So that was Because I Said So from 2007. So we watched quite a bit of older ones this time. Man, it's hard to believe that 2007 is considered older.
Or Mrs. Doubtfire from 93.
93. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oldie but goodies, I would say we watched this week.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble finding new ones with moms. There's so many that are, this girl falls in love with this guy, but not really any that have a mom role that have come out lately. So that's kind of annoying. There should be some more. Was
that Mom's Night Out in the early 2000s or 2010s?
When was that one? 2000 teens. Did you hear yourself?
2000 teens.
Mom's Night Out was 2014, so that was 10 years ago.
Okay, so yeah.
That was the last good one, I'd say that.
Hard to find some recent ones.
Yeah, I think all of the movies that we've watched this month.
When was Knocked Up?
Knocked Up was 2007.
Okay, yeah.
So they're all older. There's not any recent.
Maybe they're done with that genre. And these were...
Turning Red is the only one that was in the last 5 years.
Turning Red?
And that one's not even a great mom one.
Yeah, it's not a good one.
So yeah, Dumpling was 2018.
And these are pulled from recommendations from friends, and also pulled from various
searches that
lists.
I've done to try to find some good ones.
Yeah. So that's what
they're kind of scarce, which is
the
kind
internet
of sad.
says.
Yeah. Hey, what's up?
What is that emoji?
So if you're looking for some good, funny mom movies, Raising Helen, Mrs. Doubtfire, Dumpling, Because I Said So were our recommendations for this week. So check those out. See what you think about those. If you agree with our reviews on them, if you don't. And if you know of any good mom movies that we could check out for our last mom week.
Already, man. Every time you say we're switching topics,
I'm
thinking,
man, so, already. Right? What is the date next week?
It is. Well, it's maybe already the 20th tomorrow.
Two more. Well, we could do like a split week, like we've done before. So like a half and half week.
Yeah.
So next week's going to be our last full mom week, and that's week 4 for mom.
And she knows the plan for the next month. I don't know what it is.
Dad's.
She did. Oh,
it's Father's Day.
Oh, of course.
So hopefully you'll watch them while I'm gone. I'll be leaving the country for 10 days. So he will have to do a review on his own, live on his own. So hopefully he'll watch some good movies while I'm gone. And
300's
I guarantee that there'll be horror of some sort.
Dads and horror movies.
So just count on that. A lot of scary ones while I'm gone. So it's up to you if you want to watch or not. This is Sparta. There
Yeah,
you go,
see,
300.
There's a bunch of dads
Is
in
that
there.
a dad?
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, they have dads, and they go to war to protect their sons.
All right, Grim. You and Christian can talk about that one. I'm not live while I'm gone.
Have we talked
I've
about
seen that movie plenty of times.
Which one did we? Oh, we talked about a movie that we saw. We talked about Talk to Me.
Well, we talked about 300 tonight in our
We did?
group.
Oh, people were talking about movies in our group. That's
Yeah.
right.
What did you say? What you guys were talking about?
We talked about the movie Talk to Me. It was called Talk to Me.
Oh,
and that's what we did the collaboration.
What about
on.
review the crazy movie tomorrow? So yeah, they're going to.
I couldn't find where it said horror.
It was in my email.
Oh.
They're going to an unseen movie, so that means you don't get to know what the movie is.
Did you get the scoop because you're a Stubbs member?
Yes.
On what genre it is?
It sent me. It said that the one on the 15th was just rated R, and it's uncategorized. And then the one on the 20th was supposed to be categorized as horror.
Okay.
But that's all we know. We don't know anything else. We know it's rated R, and we know that you don't know what it is until it starts playing.
So it could be.
They say they don't even know what it is until it starts playing. But I mean, they have to purchase the movie, right?
It could be a flop or it could be good. So we'll find out.
Yeah. So my oldest son and I went to one. We talked about it in one of our other lives. We had no idea what it was. PG-13 is all we knew. There was no genre or anything. And he is an anime fan. And it ended up being anime. So he was completely happy about it. I was indifferent. I mean, I would not have chosen an anime movie on my own. But it actually wasn't bad. So it was good to experience a new type of movie. Yeah. And he was in his happy with that one.
Man, what are the chances of that? A surprise movie where he goes and
yeah. So I'm sure this movie will be right up your alley.
I hope, man. I hope. You never know.
Not, well, you get to watch a never seen movie.
Yes. Are these movies that
brand new
will be released?
Will be released.
They will be released
the following Friday, is my understanding.
So you can say, "Hey, I've seen that."
Yeah.
Gremlins.
I mean, if they redid Gremlins, maybe.
Gremlins 2024.
That would be. Ooh, I might actually be interested. I would probably watch it. I liked Gremlins. I thought that was fun.
Maybe don't feed them after 2 a.m.
No, it has to go earlier.
Oh, earlier.
Don't feed them after dark. No. I mean, they redid Ghostbusters and it was decent. So
right, they did.
Maybe.
Did the new Ghostbusters release yet?
Yes, it's out now.
Oh,
I know.
Okay,
I know. We might have to watch that, and that would include dads.
It'll be
a zombie
tomorrow.
Movie.
Oh man, who knows? There's so many horror subgenres.
Yeah, and I don't know. Some of the ones that they've been putting out lately haven't really interested me any. They kind of just seem over the top cheesy.
I hope it's a thriller.
Thrasher.
I hope it's a thriller. Yeah, I don't want a thrasher slasher.
Oh, you like them too?
No, I don't like the slashers. Like Jason. Yeah.
I don't think they put any of those out lately. I think it's been
it's been a while.
Weird
Besides
ones.
Scream. Scream's the only one I can think about, maybe.
Yeah, and they've done like 35 of those too.
Yeah.
They've overdone because no one has original ideas anymore. So we need some new blood up in the movie industry so we can get some new ideas going.
Blood, literal blood.
Yeah. And for you, all over the place. So anyway, all right, guys. So hope you'll check out the movies we watched this week. Let us know what you think and leave us some ideas to watch for this week.
All righty.
Thanks for tuning in.
See you next time.
Bye.
End stream. End.